Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to this channel. Guys, the Delphi case is something that is like stuck with me, and the case is over, and Richard Allen has been found guilty, and we should just close the door on that and be done with it. Yes? Yes. I can't. And the reason why I can't is because there's stuff that just doesn't make sense to me about this case. There's stuff about this case that listen, I understand that there's conspiracists, and I've talked about this before, and I said that I used to be an idealist until the world showed me no. The best I can give you is realist. So that's what I am. But you know, there is a theory around this case that maybe one of the girls' sisters unalived the two girls through a ritual, and that the girls were sacrificed, and that there was odium. Guys, some people say, how could that be? These kids, how could they come up with shit like that? Nah, there's too much to it. It's too complicated. No. Anymore, you really don't need an imagination for these weird, concocted crimes. All you need to do is watch television. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what a lot of kids do. And they watch the shows that are most layered now. These shows are incredibly layered. Trust me, they are. I used to write television, and I'm telling you, the most layered used to be the UK. We've got them beat by far. We have reached out beyond and colored beyond the lines when it comes to what's on our television sets. Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. We become inspired. We get ideas. And for people to say, oh, that's too concocted. How does one guy, I'm going to ask, how does one guy, Richard Allen, who apparently has not been in trouble with the law before, loving husband apparently, good dad apparently, right? Good worker apparently. We've heard nothing bad about Richard Allen. I haven't. I'm sure there's stuff out there. If we look for anything, we're going to find it. That's just the truth. So these girls were found in such a weird fashion. And not only were they found in such a weird fashion, one was found completely naked, and the other one was found with the completely naked girl's clothes on her. So the wrong clothes on the wrong kid. So one person did this. How much time do you think they had to do this? The sticks? And they weren't sticks. From my understanding, they were branches. Like, they were branches. And again, left in some sort of occult type sacrificial setting. One guy did this? One guy, huh? One guy commits a horrific crime and then stages it. Takes the time to stage it and undress one of the kids and puts the clothes on the other kid, which meant both kids were undressed at one point. And how much time does it take, do you think, to do that on a path? Because they were still, they might have been off the beaten path, but there was still a path. There was still a place for dogs to go and roam to. There was still a place for people to go and roam to. There was still a chance of being seen. So I'm trying to understand how Richard Allen does this in the daytime by himself in a short period of time. Why did it take so long for this guy to be found out? when everything that was at the scene of the crime remained there. No DNA on Richard. No DNA on Richard. No DNA that links Richard. But yet, somebody said, I don't know if this is true or not, I have to find this, that somebody saw somebody walking down, a gray-haired man walking down that path, half filled with mud and half filled with blood. Like the bottom half was one and the top half was the other. And I saw a woman say, I saw this, and she did something, and she'd have to tell the story. I don't know if she took a picture and deleted the picture, or I'm not sure what she did, but she claimed that this is what she saw. The guy that owns the property, right? The guy that owns the property, he looks more like the people in the drawing, the sketch of the guy who perpetrated the crime at the beginning. And then remember, they changed it because there was a 20-year-old that they thought could possibly have done it. I'm not talking about the guy that was catfishing. I'm talking about somebody else, completely different. I'd like to know what happened so that 5 years later they decided it was Richard Allen, and we're going to go with Richard Allen. I heard his confession. I'm going to go into a deep dive into that alone because I kind of go on both sides of that. So I'm kind of fighting myself on that one. But all trying to use critical thinking for sure. Richard Allen, there's too much in this case. There was a cop that died. There was a cop that died who was involved in this case that had impeccable work behind him. I mean, he was respected, impeccable career. I don't know, guys. We're going to have to see about this. I mean, it's already done in the water. I have a feeling if it stays that way, maybe the Innocence Project will pick this up. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. I am active in the comments, and I appreciate you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, and share, and be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.